morning, Abby. It's first day. Today we're going to talk about something that I don't talk about much, even though I love it, mainly because A, it's on hiatus right now, and 2, the closest thing it has to airing in the US is being on Netflix. Today's video is going to be about LoliRock and 3 reasons why you should watch it. And by the way, I'm calling this video educational because if Abby can make a video about her ranting about stuff and call it educational, then I can call this educational, gosh dang it. But first, I should probably tell you what the show is about in case you don't know, because if not, you're going to be very confused during this entire video. So basically, a girl named Iris finds out that she's a magical princess like Sailor Moon, but with more pink, so she teams up with 2 other magical princesses named Talia and Ariana, and they fight a dude named Greymore, and also perform in a band called LoliRock, and there's a very amount of teen rom-com hijinks as well. And before you say that it sounds like something that you would absolutely hate, that's what I thought as well, and look at me now. Reason 1 why you should watch LoliRock: the twins. The recurring antagonists of LoliRock are Mephisto and Praxina. They're twins, and they're basically like Team Rocket from Pokemon. The twins are hilarious in every episode they're in, which, as far as I know, is every episode, but my 2 favorite episodes of them are both in Season 2. In the episode If You Can't Beat 'Em, Mephisto and Praxina decided to try and flip the script and actually help people for once, and, well...
Behold, 25 cents.
Let's just say that they don't really have a good understanding of Earth culture yet. In case it did not sink in my story synopsis, most of the main characters are aliens, so yeah, that's a thing. But by far, my favorite episode starring the twins, and quite possibly my favorite episode ever, is Forget You. At the beginning of the episode, Praxina accidentally loses her memory, although has there ever been anyone who, like, purposefully lost their memory? Someone go write a novel right now! Anyway, our main characters try and make her not evil, and this leads to a very funny bit in which even though Praxina is doing, like, good things, parts of her, like, evil, aggressive nature keep leaking through as she's doing these good things.
Everybody from Sunny Bay is getting together to pick up trash from around the lake. Really? Why not just capture those who befouled the land and throw them in a dungeon?
Huh? Great idea, you know? Too bad we don't have a dungeon.
We could build one.
But what makes this episode so good is actually how Mephisto acts and not how Praxina acts. Mephisto and Praxina fight a lot, as siblings do, but we see in this episode that Mephisto really cares about Praxina as he goes through all sorts of obstacles to try and get his sister's memory back. I'm not going to spoil the ending of the episode, but it's kinda dang sad, as is the Season 2 finale, but we are not even getting into that right now because way too many gosh dang feels. Reason number 2 why you should watch LoliRock: the attention to detail. The LoliRock production team, which is like all the writers and character designers and producers and people, like all of those people, they have like their own like Tumblr as a group, and you should really just go check it out right now. The production blog is mostly behind the scenes stuff like concept art and animatics and like random lore about the world of LoliRock, and the amount of stuff that they have thought of that you probably haven't even thought of is astounding. They really worked their butt off to try and build this whole separate world within this show, and they did a really good job. For example, in the show, whenever a character uses magic, a ring will appear around their hand if it's a small spell, and around their feet if it's a big spell. Every main character in the show, and a lot of supporting ones as well, have their own individual little magic circle with its own coloration and symbol in the middle, and every ring has these weird, like, rune hieroglyphic things that go around the edge of the circle. Now, it would have been really easy for, like, the circle designer people to just give everyone the same set of runes around the edge, but if you Google LoliRock magic circles and then look really closely at the pictures, you will see that every single main character in the show has their own specific layout of runes that goes around the edge of the circles. Think about it. There is someone, or maybe even a whole team of people at Method Animation who had to sit there for hours drawing out intricate little rune symbols that don't mean anything and like thinking it through and literally designing different sets of runes for every single character. That is some intense gosh dang detail, and it deserves to be watched, gosh dang it. How'd you like it if you put that much work in something and then no one saw it? I mean, like, I put a lot of work into this, and even though only like 19 people see it, that's like still enough for me, but LoliRock puts so much attention and detail into like every little gosh dang thing. It deserves way more than 19 people. It deserves like 19 million people. I would say 19 billion people, but there aren't even that many people on the planet yet, so we can't even have 19 billion people watch LoliRock, and that is upsetting. Reason number 3 why you should watch LoliRock: the characters. Simply put, the characters feel like real people. Like, they each have like a wide range of emotions and experiences that they've gone through, and I can't really talk about this bullet point too much because a lot of times the characters' experiences will have to do with like the actual plot, and I don't want to spoil anything. But basically, the people who work on LoliRock took aliens and made them feel like people. For example, Ariana, one of the main characters. In the clip that I showed earlier, she was the redhead with the side ponytail. Now, a lot of her powers are drawn from things like light and the sun, and typically in TV shows, when you have a character who has magic powers based on light and the sun, they are like a light and bubbly character and mainly serve as comic relief and to kind of annoy their friends a little bit. But at one point in Season 2, due to spoilery things that I can't talk about, we see Ariana utterly destroyed. The show could have just always portrayed Ariana as this happy and bubbly character who never got sad about anything, but they didn't. They did this episode, and it was really, really good. The show could have also made Mephisto and Praxina just kind of generic villain characters, but A, that is boring as crud. Why would you even do that? And B, they didn't. They show Mephisto and Praxina with like actual human emotions and stuff throughout the show. And it's really good. The only characters who don't feel like real people are the characters whose backstories we don't know yet, like Greymore. But the only reason we don't know his backstory is because the show wants to create suspense and keep us hanging and be like, hey, where the crud did that guy even come from? And why is he so evil? And that was 3 reasons why you should watch LoliRock. Question of the day, did this video make you consider watching LoliRock? Because if not, why? It's such a good show. Just go watch it. Go watch an episode, please. Just for the love of crud, just give it a shot. Abby, I am very sad because the Illinois Sack to the Turtles All the Way Down tour is sold out, so now we can't have our grand reunion, and I will see you tomorrow.